Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna go through my process on how I get my batter props, so you guys can check that out. I'm also gonna walk through two games that I like. You tell me if you want me to look through any games, I can do that. Let me get started here. So give me a second here. Let me load something up, and then I can get started. Is anybody in here? Can you let me know? Can you comment? Let me know if you're in here. I don't see anything as far as me being live. Can somebody comment? Anybody? All right, here we go. So I see somebody's in here. All right. So basically, I'm going to go through my batter props process, and then I'm going to walk through two games that I like. I did want to say that we went 17-8 in the last 3 days. So it's been a little bit of a profitable day. Last couple of days it hasn't been crazy, but it's been steady. So overall, it was a perfect day. Then it was 5-1 day, and then it was a slight losing day, and then yesterday was a break even day. So Michael Lee says that he lost Red Sox lost yesterday, but they would win today. I'll take a look at it. Let me get started here. So I'm seeing here there's only a few people on here, which is cool. If you guys want to comment, let me know. I'm going to walk through my process for batter props, like I mentioned. So the step number one is I always look for, my business partner asked me the other day, like, why isn't this guy showing up for you if he has 17 games in a row or something like that where he's gotten a hit? And the thing is that I don't look at every single batter, only the batters that are supposed to get 2 hits. So that's where I start. You look at any book, or not any book, but some books offer over 1.5 hits. And those are the only batters that I'm looking at, like the batters that are supposed to get 2 hits. All right, so let me go through this real quick. After I have those batters, after I look at those batters, then I sort them out and make sure that they've gotten at least 1 hit. So right here, at least, so it goes out for the last 10 games. I have a scraper that goes out and searches that batter specifically. So you can see this is one batter, this is another batter, and so on. So 10 games, and it goes out and it sees, it gets the data, hits, at-bats, hits, home runs, RBIs, and average. So basically right here in the last 10 games, this dude has not missed a game without a hit. He's been at bat against this specific pitcher. So this right here is against this specific pitcher. So he's came up to bat twice. He's gotten 1 hit. So that's an average of 50%. So this guy is solid. I'll keep him in here for now. This is the step number 1. So this guy is staying in here. Next one I'm looking at is Gunnar Henderson. I don't like it already because he's came up to bat 12 times and he's only gotten 3 hits. That's a 25% hit rate against this pitcher. So what I do is I'm going to delete this. Next one is going to be, again, this guy's 100% hit rate, Jeremiah Jackson. So this dude has gotten he has not faced this pitcher at all. So we'll leave that alone. Chandler Simpson has been hitting for us several times already, and he's still looking strong right here. You can see he's came up to bat. Well, he doesn't have any at-bats, but he has a lot of hits. Yesterday he hit for us right here. We needed him to get 1 hit. He actually got 2 hits. Again, Bo Bichette, he's been very, very decent. We had him yesterday. He got 2 hits for us, but he's only hitting at a 25% hit rate against this pitcher, so I'm deleting him. This guy has gotten a hit 100% of the time, no pitcher data. And then this guy has come up to bat once, and he's got 0 hits. He has gotten a hit at least once, 90% of the time. But I'm going to delete him because he has faced this pitcher, and he didn't have a hit. So now let me pull this to the side. I'm going to actually open up ChatGPT real quick just to pull the names right here into one column. So let me go through this real quick. So basically, it's real simple. I'm just extracting the names of these batters in one, just one name at a time. All right, so let's see. Now I'm going to show you something that has saved me so much time. This does take a little bit of effort, but it's so damn worth it. Let me show you what this is. This might, I mean, when I first ran this, it tripped me out. But check this out. So now I have the batters that I'm going to look at. These are the batters, and now I'm going to use something called browser flow. And I'm going to go to hits. And what this is doing is going automatically and is searching. It's an automation for the browser. And it's going out to outlier, and it's searching those 4 batters that I was looking at, which is Ryan Mountcastle, Jeremy Jackson, Chandler Simpson, and Bobby Witt Jr. And it's going directly into each one of those batters, pulling up the data for me so that I can take a better look at each batter. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. Like right now, it looks like it's freezing for whatever reason, maybe because I'm live, I don't know. But anyways, it's supposed to open up the tabs, and it's supposed to go to each batter. Yeah, it's not working. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I was going to try to show you guys what this looks like, but let me actually close this Ryan Mountcastle out, and then let's see. Now it's going to. All right, you can see it's going into Jeremy Jackson now. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'll just do it manually. But this saves so much time because especially when there's like 10 batters or whatever. What's up? Good morning, Scott. This saves so much time, especially when there's like a long list of batters. Okay, so I see the problem. It's not clicking on done. It's supposed to click on done and then go to the next batter. So I'll just click it manually. So anyways, this saves so much time because you can see it's going into each tab. It's typing in the name. It's clicking on done, or I'm sorry, clicking on the name and then going into the specific prop that I'm looking at. And then it's supposed to click done, but for whatever reason, it's not working. But you can see I'm actually talking with my hands up, and it's working. So anyways, so four batters I'm looking at, and then I'll see I'll let you know if I'm going with them. Then I'm going to look at the under RBIs as well. So, all right. So it didn't quite work as an automation, but it did pop up the 4 tabs for me up here. You can see. Wait a minute. It didn't. What the hell? Sorry about that. Let me go in here now and just type these guys in. So Ryan Mountcastle. So like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It is what it is. So let's see, props, hits. All right, so that's Ryan Mountcastle. Then the next one is Jeremy Jackson. All right, so what I see right away, this is the kind of stuff that starts popping out after you're looking at certain things. What I'm looking at is both batters are on the same team. They're supposed to get 2 hits. So Ryan Mountcastle is supposed to get 2 hits. Jeremy Jackson is supposed to get 2 hits, and they're both on the same team. So sometimes it starts looking like 2 or 3 players are supposed to get 2 hits, and then you start looking, okay, why are these guys are supposed to get so many hits? And then you can start looking at other stuff like going against the pitcher on the under strikeouts and all this other stuff. So anyways, here we go. So we got 4 batters up now. Ryan Mountcastle is the first one I'm looking at here. He's going against Bernardino. His ERA is not bad, but then he's going against 3.38 over here. So it's not horrible. Like I mentioned, these are all the numbers I was just showing over here. Where the hell is it? Anyway, it's right here. Now it's popped up. Now it's showing me exactly what I need to look at. So basically right here, 100% hit rate between 4 and 5 times at bat. He's exceeded this line 10 straight games. He's came up to bat 3 times against this pitcher. He's gotten 1 hit. Now we're looking at the next guy, Jeremy Jackson. He's going against the same pitcher, same team, 90% hit rate. Comes up to bat between 4 and 5 times. That's a lot. He's exceeded this line 9 straight games. So then, okay, that's good. And then we got Chandler Simpson. He's going up against BB, 90% hit rate, 4 to 5 times at bat. And you can see right here it says he has not hit two hits in 1 game. So like I mentioned at the beginning, I only look at batters that are supposed to get 2 hits. So what this is telling me is that he does not get 2 hits. And you can see he does get a lot of hits, but what this is saying, he doesn't get them. Whatever. It's just telling me he hasn't gotten this 15 out of the last 19 games, which I don't care about. This is just a little bit confusing. Then the next one is Bobby Witt Jr. 100% hit rate. He's going up against Chicago White Sox, 3.6 ERA, 4 to 5 times at bats. Most of these batters are going to be in the first or second batting order. In the batting order, they're going to be either first, second, or third because they're very solid. Almost 95% of the time, they're going to be in the first 3 batters. All right, so that's where I used to stop my research. That was it. But now I actually take an extra step, and I actually save. Let me see if this automation runs now. So give me a second here. Let me run this automation, and hopefully this works because that'll save me so much time. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going out and searching the same batters, the 4 same batters, and then I'm going to take a screenshot of the heat map right there. You can see the heat map. Let me save this on my desktop. So now it's going to go out and save these 4 batters on my desktop for the heat map. And what I'm going to do with the heat map, I'm going to go into ChatGPT, and I have a custom GPT that understands what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for is for it to go out. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like once I run it. So it's right now saving the batter heat maps versus the pitcher. So what this is basically just a heat map where the pitcher throws and where the batter hits. So I hope that makes sense. This is something I normally don't talk about. This is stuff that I've come up with myself. Nobody has taught me this stuff. And it's just experience. So if you guys are interested in learning how to do this stuff, there's a link in the description that says learn from us. I'm going to start teaching people how to do this. We have 6 people in there now. I'm doing 15 total people. Okay, so now we have the 4 batters, and I'll show you exactly what this looks like. So let me see. I'm going to go to heat map matchup. So let me pull this in here so you can see what the hell I'm looking at. So right here you can see it says a heat map hit matchup. So what this is, again, it's a custom GPT bot, and what it is, it specifically knows how to read sometimes it skips a step where it tells me yes or no. So I'm just telling it right there. Tell me yes or no if these batters are solid against this pitcher. But like I said, it already understands what it needs to read. So automatically it's telling me right here, BB, Simpson is supposed to go against BB, and it says yes. It tells me all the reasoning why. Same thing with this guy Smith. Bobby Witt Jr. is going against us. It's telling me not to go with him. And then Mountcastle is telling me not to go with him. It's telling me all the reasons. So now what I want to do is I don't go 100% based on this. I just look at this as a reference. But now what I want to do is look at Bobby Witt Jr. and Mountcastle. So let's go back to Mountcastle. He does not have enough information for me to make a decision. So he's got 3 at-bats, 1 hit. I don't like it. If this is telling me that the heat map, it's telling me, I'm not going to get into all these details, but basically it's telling me wherever the pitcher throws, the batter doesn't hit. Now I'm going to go to Bobby Witt Jr. And again, 3 at-bats, 2 hits. So I actually like this better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete Mountcastle, and I'm only going to go with the other 3 batters. And the reason I'm going with Bobby Witt Jr., even though the custom bot is telling me not to go with it, is because he's already faced this pitcher 3 times and he's gotten 2 hits. So that overrides the heat map, and he comes up to bat a lot. So I just gave you guys 3 batters. I hope that made sense. Let me know if that didn't make sense. I can try to explain it better. If not, then I'll continue. Let me know. Let's see. I can't see how many people are watching or what's going on here. All right. Is anybody still in here? If not, I'll continue. All right. So the 3 batters, again, is Jeremiah Jackson to get 1 hit. Chandler Simpson to get 1 hit. We had him yesterday to get 1 hit. He got 1 hit. And then we had Bobby Witt Jr. to get a hit. Here's the information from yesterday. I had Real Muto to get a hit. He hit. Ivan Herrera to get a hit. 2 under RBIs to get a hit. Only 1 of them played, so I only got paid out for 1 of them. Then we had 3 other plays here under. This was 2 days ago, actually. So I did my graph for the last 3 days. You can see these is for the last 3 days. So again, it was a 17-8 run. Ketel Marte, Francisco Lindor, This one I gave away on Saturday, the Hawaii game. This one was 2 days ago as well, Saturday. Then the Pirates, I actually had Real Muto again yesterday, but he didn't play, so I did it as a parlay. So they paid out for the Pirates. Ryan Mountcastle, you can see we went with him yesterday. Francisco Lindor. And then that's it. So 17 and 8 run in the last 3 days, which is great. Profitable weekend. Michigan is in the building. What's up, Mark? All right, guys. So let me continue now. So I just gave you guys 3 batters if you just came in. Jeremy Jackson to get a hit, Chandler Simpson to get a hit, and Bobby Witt Jr. to get a hit. So now I'm going to go into the under RBIs. Give me 1 second here. Let me look at this again. All right, so here we go. This is the under RBIs now. So what this does is I look at all the batters overall that have an 80% or better hit rate in the last 10 games for not getting an RBI. If they match that, then the next step is for them not to get a hit, or I'm sorry, in the batting position. So they must be at the bottom of the batting order. So in this case, you can see 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's the only batters I look at. So they must have a 80% hit rate on the under RBIs, plus they must be batting at the bottom of the batting order. The reason that is they get less at-bats. So now since they're less at-bats, they're bottom of the batting order. This is the splits, what they call splits. Just like the other one, it looks at this batter versus the pitcher for today. And you can see Ernie Clement, he came up to bat 5 times, and he's gotten 2 hits. So that's a 40% hit rate. Obviously, I don't want to do that. I'm looking at the under. Andres Jimenez and this guy, whatever. So this one I do like because J.P. Crawford is going against the Mariners, or he's on the Mariners. He's 7th at bat, 20 at bats and 3 hits. So that is a very, very low average. He did get 1 RBI right there, which I don't care about that right now. I'm going to look at him deeper. I'm going to look at it deeper, actually, but we'll see. So anyways, out of all those you saw, I already filtered out a bunch of these guys. So now, once this is the case, now I'm going to go into one of my sports books called, where is this? I'm giving you guys the juice, man. I hope you guys like this. Now I'm going to go into this is a low balance. I don't keep big balances on all my accounts. I have a lot of accounts, but I should have been logged out. Give me a second. Let me log out. All right. So what I'm doing here now is I'm going to look at these teams right here. So actually I skipped a step. So let me go in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see what the books are saying about these line moves for this team. So let me go in here. So what I'm looking at again is I'm looking at the Mariners. Let's see what the over-unders are. So the over-unders are for the hits, or I'm sorry, for the totals. The books are saying that the Mariners are going to go 7.5 runs on the over, or I'm sorry, the over-under. So same thing for the Blue Jays. Let's see what else here. Rays are going on the under. And then the Mets are going on the under. So all 4 teams match that they're supposed to be going on the under. At least my threshold is 8.5. So all these teams are going to be 8.5 or less runs, total runs for the game. I hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to go into the Mariners. First one is going to be the Mariners. And what I'm doing here is now for the hits. So total hits for the Mariners is supposed to go under 7.5 hits. So now think about this, all right? I'm going to put it all together for you guys. We're looking at only the batters. So check this out. We're looking at all the batters that are not supposed to get an RBI already, 80% hit rate in the last 10 games. Then we're going to make sure that they're batting at the bottom of the batting order, which is 7th, 8th, 9th batting position. Then we're going to look at the total team or the total game. How many runs are they supposed to get and the total runs for these games are the 8.5 or less, or they're going on the under 8.5. After that, I'm going to look at the team totals, and then what the team totals are for the runs, and that's what I'm looking at here. Let me go back in here. The team totals now, you can see the Mariners are going to go under 7.5 right here. They're favored to go under 7.5. So again, you start putting all that stuff together, you start stacking up these win probabilities. So Mariners are good. Now we're going to go to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays, they're supposed to go on the under 8.5. And then we're looking at the Rays and the Mets. The Rays are supposed to go over 7.5 hits. I don't like that. So I'm going to delete this batter. So you could see that batter, the team was supposed to go over 7.5 hits. I don't like that. So I'm going to delete that batter. We're going to go to the Mets. Over 6.5. So 6.5, it's still saying it's going to go over, but it's a 6.5, which is very low already. So I'm going to keep that. Now that we have all these batters, it's still, that's already a lot of filters. But once you filter all of these guys out, there's only 3 batters left to look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up these 3 batters inside of Outlier again, and I'm going to look through the individual batters. So J.P. Crawford is the first one. I just gave you guys pretty much how I do this process. If you guys want the deeper ins and outs of what I look for and why I look at them and how I started looking at them and all that stuff, then again, if you want to learn this stuff, the link is in the description and it's on their Learn From Us link at the bottom. And then I'm going to go through two games if I see some people commenting and stuff like that. For some reason, I don't see how many people are in here today, so I'll keep going. I'm almost done here. All right, so we got Nathan Lukes, Luis Torrens. All right. All right. So now what I'm doing here, again, I'm looking at this batter not to get an RBI. So you can see right here, 90% hit rate. He has not gotten an RBI the last 9 games. He is now. I want to look at the pitcher. So I do see here. I don't like it. He's going against Sanchez. Sanchez is a 2.46 ERA, but when he faces the Mets, it's a 9 ERA, which is horrible. So I don't like that already. He does come up to bat a lot, 3 to 4 times. I don't like it. So I'm going to get rid of this guy, Luis Torrens, because of the bad pitching. So I'll delete this guy. And now we're going to go to Nathan Lukes. We're going to look at, he's going against Ryan, which is a 3.60 against Toronto, which is decent. 90% hit rate. He comes up to bat very sporadically, between 2 and 3 times. Average about 3 times. He's come up to bat 3 times against this pitcher specifically. He's got 0 hits. So he's at a 0% hit rate against this pitcher, and he's at a 90% hit rate overall not to get an RBI. Plus, he's facing a strong pitcher. So I like this one a lot. All right, J.P. Crawford, this dude has been hitting for us a lot lately too. So I already know that this is solid. We went with him yesterday, and he hit for us. He's going against Sears, which is decent. 4.94 ERA against Seattle. He's even better. 100% hit rate between 3 and 4 times. He has not hit this 18 straight games. He's faced this pitcher 23 times, and he's gotten one or two hits. So not only is all this matching, this guy does not even get hits. So let alone RBIs. All right, guys. So I hope that it made sense. I have J.P. Crawford not to get an RBI, Nathan Lukes not to get an RBI, Bobby Witt Jr. To get a hit, Chandler Simpson to get a hit, and Jeremiah Jackson to get a hit. Now, the last thing I'll walk through here, I do have 2 teams from this list. So basically, this is the Sharp Edge. The link is in the description for this. It's a tool that I use. And it basically starts off with sharp plays. It tells you what teams you should be looking at. This does not tell you should go with them. It's just telling you what you should be looking at. So, for example, Guardians, it gives you the reasoning. Brewers, it gives you the reasoning. Royals, it gives you the reasoning. Tigers, the reasoning. And then medium confidence tells you the reasoning and all that. So from there, once you have the teams that you want to look at, basically it's 6 sharp plays you should be looking at. Once you have all these sharp plays, then you can go into the individual games. So, for example, the one I was looking at today is the Royals. And what was the other one? Let's see. What the hell is the other team? The Royals and... and Detroit. So Detroit, I think I'm going to give you guys this one. I am going with Detroit. It is heavily juiced, but I'll give you the breakdown. Tigers, they started at 220. They're actually going down the wrong direction. So I don't like that, but it's already very high. 88% of the bets, 91% of the money. It's not showing the starting pitchers right here because this was run earlier today, but it's going to be one of the best pitchers in baseball, which is Screwball for the Detroit. Not only that, but Oakland is very bad at batting. The bullpen backup is very good as well. And the batting for Detroit is much better than Oakland. Same thing for pitching. And then I don't have any information there. And then the big one, too, is that it's telling you that Oakland should be batting in the 9th inning. What that means is that they should be losing the games. You can see how many red compared to green. And most of the green is over on Detroit's side. Also, Detroit has 80% hit rate in the last 5 games on the road. So I'm going to go with Detroit. Jeremiah Jackson to get a hit. Chandler Simpson to get a hit. Bobby Witt Jr. to get a hit. J.P. Crawford to go under 1 RBI. Nathan Lukes to go under 1 RBI. So this is the type of stuff that I give away inside the VIP. So if you guys want these plays and you don't want to listen to this entire video, or you don't want to watch this entire video, or you don't want to miss these type of plays, these are the type of plays that I throw out inside of the VIP. So if you guys are interested in that, the link's in the description. Check that out. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. I'm going to have, let's see. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's have another great day. It's been a decent run so far in August. Let's keep it going. It has been profitable. Last month was very profitable. This month is somewhat less, but it's still good. So let's keep that going. Check out the links in the description. Make sure you subscribe if you like this information. Thank you so much. Let's have a great day.